Everybody, welcome to Just Cafe Podcast. This is Marvin Morazan, your host, and today I have a special guest, and you know who he is because he was in the episodes previous to a few ones that we have already out. You can find them at More Media World YouTube channel to find the whole episode, but also at Just Cafe Podcast Instagram and Marv Media World and Instagram as well. Ricardo, how are you today?
Good. I'm excited to be back. I got new things to share and look forward to it.
All right, so I'm really excited and looking forward for this one because I am a guy that is looking forward to always look good in front of camera. So, and I think you are a genius for bringing this up, but I can't wait to tell the people. But you will.
I will. I appreciate the invitation. So today, what I wanted to do was share with the world this new product line that my sister and I did. My sister and I are both from Venezuela. And she is a 20-plus year dermatologist. And we basically, together with her experience in that space and with my experience in marketing, we came up with a line of products that is for men's skincare. And the unique thing about it is that it has Latino ingredients embedded as part of it. What we realized with time is that there was a growth in the men's segment. More and more people are wanting to take care of themselves, but they don't feel represented or they don't feel like there's enough out there that speaks to them or that has them in consideration when making these products. So I wanted to walk you guys through what we have to offer and where to find it.
See, that itself is such a beautiful intro. Thank you so much for telling us about that. And also the fact that it's made for us, for us Latino men, and also bringing something that is from our roots. For the people that don't know about you yet, but they will be able to see this episode, where are you from and where is this product coming from?
Perfect. Well, my sister and I are originally from Venezuela. We've been in the U.S. for a few years now. She specialized and became a certified dermatologist, and I went down the route of marketing and global strategy. So it was the perfect mix of experiences. We've been in the U.S. many years now, and then ultimately what we decided to do was to build these products, but to make sure that they were representative of different countries and different areas and different ingredients and different roots. So every one of the products has ingredients from different places, and I'll talk you through them in a little bit.
Amazing. I love this because, even though I'm from Honduras, I love to be represented in our, in the U.S., from different places from, the world, and especially Spanish speakers, so I appreciate that. But, even though I know a little bit about the product, it always amazes me about the name of the product, SETÚ. Yep. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. When we were coming up with this product line, we wanted to find something that truly represented what we wanted the brand to mean. It had to be something more unique, something more extraordinary, and not very generic and not very universal. So SETÚ, for those of you who speak Spanish, is the combination of two words. Ser is to be, and tú is you. So this is basically about being yourself, being authentic, being proud of your roots and being who you are, and facing the world with confidence. So that's where the name SETÚ comes from.
That's amazing. This is what I love about this podcast, is to be able to find something that, it really blew my mind when I found about the name of it, because SETÚ, it felt so, it's you don't find that, Also, like, I look at the colors, I was able to be a model for one of your posts and stuff like that. Go check their Instagram, please. Full of amazing artists and what would you call them? Ambassadors, from, ambassadors. So, I would love to hear about, the support that you are giving to the Latino community by bringing this product. Is, we have the aspect of like your sister being a dermatologist and, the healing aspect of like for your skin and whatnot, but also I would love to speak about the branding itself, especially because you're marketing. So I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, to us, it's more than just skincare. No, we, as much as we sell creams and bottles and so forth, it's bigger than that. It's really becoming a portal and becoming a place where people can go and travel to a lot of these countries. It's unfortunate, but not many people know about Honduras or know the positive sides of Venezuela or Mexico or the rest of Latin America, for that matter. And there's so many beautiful places to visit that our Instagram, our webpage is all about taking you to those places and educating you about the ingredients, the people, the culture, the traditions. A lot of the things that we put in these products are things that Mayas, Aztecs, Incas have used for 2,000 years. And now, for the first time, we're bottling them and mixing them with science so that they work best for you. Particularly in this product line, we're looking for the opportunity to give more opportunities and more jobs and more development to the Latin American region. Most of the creams you find today, they come from France, they come from China, they might come from Korea, but there's not a lot of a good supply chain to bring ingredients from Latin America and put them into our products. And we go out of our way to make sure that we're always having representation of Latino community. So we do product shoots in Mexico, we've done them in Venezuela, and we do them in Brazil. And we're looking to grow that more to make sure that we can cover Puerto Rico, even the Miamis of the world, so that we can make sure that it is a place where people can see themselves identified when today the category doesn't do much of that.
That's just amazing. That's just amazing. Like how I would have loved to be there when you and your sister were just talking about that, about the designs, about the colors, about the products and stuff like that. And as a man, as a Latino guy, I want to tell you, thank you so much for thinking about us and be able to, bring something alive that I'm pretty sure hasn't been easy for you. What would you say to someone, that is, thinking about something like this, not going a little bit sidetracked to what you're saying right now, but more so, can you tell us a little bit of some of the challenges that you have faced, making and bringing this product alive?
I would say, there's two big challenges. One is the ingredient and the supply chain right now. It is unfortunate that the U.S. or internationally, for that matter, does not tap into the richness that we offer as a culture, as the ingredients, as the work, as the labor force, and so forth. So, knowing that we're bringing a lot of these ingredients from Peru, from Paraguay, from Brazil, from Mexico, that creates a new chain. So it hasn't been easy to find these ingredients and to bring them to the U.S. to make it. And then the other challenge is, it's not very common to find Latino talent. So we have to go to places like Venezuela or Brazil or Latin America to find this content to truly be authentic. If we want to live up to the promise of the brand, we need to, do some of that content in those places.
That's amazing. That's a lot. That's amazing to hear. Let's go back into the to the product. So,
absolutely.
We have a few here that that you can see. Like for instance, if I were to say, what is this one about?
Let me walk you through all of them. So one of the things that the combination of my sister and I did is, she knows all the technical expertise. What are the basic essentials? But as a man, we like keeping things simple. We don't want overcomplicated. I don't want lengthy routines. I already have a lot going on in the evenings or in the mornings. So we only limited to 4 products that we would recommend.
Nice.
So this first one here, the green bottle, is called Lávate. And like the word says, or the descriptor says, it's all about cleaning your face. It's meant both for the morning and the evenings, and it's about, just cleaning off the traditional exhaustion that you might have from the day, from the pollution and things like that. It is much more favorable to your skin than soap and water would be. So this is a key component. In the mornings, there's 2 things you should always do. Vitamin C brightens, refreshes, and helps with the skin tone of your skin. And you should follow it with an SPF, with a sunblock when you're out in the world. We don't offer that right now, but we're just in the beginnings of it.
It's in the works. In the beginnings, okay.
And then in the evenings, to really regain a lot of the energy and the humidity that you've lost, the ideal case would be to wash yourselves with Lávate. But then you have 2 other ingredients. There's this purple bottle called Hidrátate, which is about hydration, and it really seals in the moisture that you can leave in your skin. It has retinol, which is a very proven scientific ingredient to repair and regenerate cells of your skin. So as you're sleeping, a lot of this is doing a lot of the heavy lifting and the working. And then last but not least, we have a product for your eyes, for the dark circles around the eyes. And this one is very special because it has guaraná, which is a very harsh, very strong ingredient, more powerful, has more caffeine than coffee, and it's brought from Brazil. So each one of these have things like yerba mate, which we commonly know in Latin America as a drink for the most part, but it might have guaraná. Camu camu is in this ingredient here. It comes from Peru, and it has 60 times more vitamin C than oranges.
See, that right there is a lot of information, but it's information that is simple enough to tell people like, hey, these products will be good for you, especially us, like guys, like, you know, when I see this, it's like 4 products, you know, you wake up and do this, you know, go to sleep and clean it up, and, you know, isn't much, but it does help with the fact that we don't have makeup. Mm-hmm. We don't use makeup. Mm-hmm. You know, shout out to everybody that use makeup, but most guys, you know, like I don't use makeup, but I want to be able to look good and refreshed and stuff like that, you know, and we look great, you know. But I'm not, you know, like I'm, you know, the people who's viewing this, you know, do you look great? Do you have black eyes? You know, like under it? Do you look stressed out? You know, your partner is looking at you like, you know, like you do something with your face, or when they try to get like the black. Yeah. From our faces, you know, I remember all these days.
But I would say, you know, many people feel they look great, but life comes at you in a strong way. Whether it's, you know, you have kids, or you have a hard work, or you don't sleep, or you don't hydrate enough, that starts taking a toll on your skin. So before it's too late, the ideal state would be to be proactive about taking care of your skin. Today, we don't do that, or at least the men don't. Women are far more advanced in this category and taking care of themselves. And it's only now when we're realizing, hey, I should be doing something now because I want to prevent what could happen in the future. I don't want to get to a point where I have the dark circles or the wrinkles or things like that. So what do I have to do about it? And a simple elements like this is what helps.
That brings a good point that just made me realize about that. It's like, do not wait until that happens for you to get a product like this. Mm-hmm. So guys, like seriously, you know, this is a great point. Most of us wait until last minute, until like, oh, you know, this is happening. And then, you know, our partners, you know, come and they go and find something for us to like start taking, and why not? But if you start taking care of yourself now, you know, you will, you know, not only see results, but you'll also be able to walk confidently. Because when we get a haircut, as fellas, you know, I myself, when I get a haircut, it's a huge boost of autoesteem. We feel great when we get a haircut, and why not? But we wait until to get a haircut. You know, we're not like every day shaving ourselves. Maybe we get a clean up of the beard, why not? But this right here is a wake-up call for us to be able to take care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know, tell me especially about you, like what would you tell, you know, the viewers and the fellas about, you know, one thing about this product that will do for them if they were to get it?
I'll tell you, you know, from my personal experience, you know, because I'm knowledgeable of the category and my sister would guide me along the years, it was really hard to find something that felt good or that worked good. When I would go to market, you'd find a lot of generic products. They're all black bottles. They're all the same ingredients. They're all the commonly known ingredients that we've seen, and or they are the women's products that have just been relabeled or positioned for men. So I couldn't find anything that would work on me. My wife would bring products to me, and she would offer, and she would buy them, and she would gift them for Father's Day and things like that, but nothing was right. So when my sister told me, like, I'm seeing this trend grow, I knew I had to find something that would work for me and speak to friends to ask them, like, where is there a gap in the market today? Today, what I would advise everybody is, you know, look at the labels, read the instructions, educate yourself on what works for you, and about all these elements. Use our websites or any other website for that matter to understand like what are the key ingredients and how to take care of yourself. Because we learn over time to, you know, brush our teeth and the importance that is, but we've been taught that since we were kids. This is a whole new journey that we're on to learn about what do we need to do to take care of ourselves. So go out of your way to find that information and make sure you're doing the right things for your skin, because it's the most important organ or organism, living organism, and you want to take care of it because it's what everyone sees right now.
All right. Well, Ricardo, this has been such an informative and podcast, and also shout out to your product and your sister for coming up with something that I believe is gonna, be in every shelf, and we hope that is, for us to be able to see something so colorful, that is healthy, that represents us. We didn't even, talk about, because you have so many things here that we can go on, but we want to let you go and decide and go and find these products. So where they can find these products now?
I was going to say, you could find it now on a website called SETÚpersonalcare.com. It's also available on Amazon if you look for the store of the SETÚ Personal Care. On Instagram would be the best way to follow us, or TikTok, and it tends to be at SETÚ_personal care. And we didn't get to talk about these, but I just wanted to put it on the table because you'll find on these websites that we're always constantly bringing newness, innovation, promotions, activities. So we will have gift sets, we will have giveaways, we will have sample sachet sizes and things like that, because we want to make sure that, like the Latin American community, there's vibrancy, there's richness, there's culture, there's excitement, there's music, and there's things like that, so that it's always a place that you want to come back to see what else do we have in store.
Right on. Well, I don't know what else you want to tell people, but I feel, really proud of what you got going on. As someone that was able to be on the shoot with you, do a video and do a couple commercials, for your Instagram and whatnot, I feel really excited because I love seeing, us working really hard and putting something out there that is new, that represents us and stuff. So anything else that you want to tell the people? Because this is your chance.
Reach out, come find us, come follow us. We're hungry for talent, for people who want to come and join the movement and join the tribe and create the noise that we need to do to get at the word out about our roots, about our heritage, about our culture. Now's the time. Now more than ever, we need to share a positive light on our history, and I hope that this becomes a portal for people to feel confident and proud, and like the name says, to be themselves and be authentic about it.
Right on. Well, you heard it. And also here at Just Café Podcast, we will always encourage and support, especially businesses that bring this amazing opportunity for, our Latino community. And also we will always be resharing anything that SETÚ is doing, because I know that they're just more than just a skincare product for men. They're more than just a representation of culture. And I think that, it's going to go further, and we always want to support you. I always want to support you, sharing posts, sharing anything in our stories and stuff like that. And you're always welcome to come to the podcast and talk about anything that you're doing, Ricardo. So, congratulations on everything. People, this is the end of this episode, but it's not over. You can go follow us at Just Café Podcast and our YouTube channel, Marvin Media World. Su servidor, Marvin Morazan. You can follow me, ISTIOJEI. But more importantly, go follow this amazing product, SETÚ. You're going to have all the links down below, so you can go follow it and give it support, and also go and get the products. Go try it out. Go get this as a gift to your partner, and why not, and be able to support a business that is giving us an opportunity to grow and to be healthy and look good. So thank you so much, Ricardo, once again.
For the invite.
Yes. All right.
Pleasure.
Let's go.